Hit your mute button,
And
Tony.
we are
There we go.
live. See ya, guys. Yeah. See, all these guys from the United States of America that have, and the UK that have good reception. Yeah. Come on. Why are these guys all hating on someone whose internet is coming from Finland? See, yeah, guys, yeah, the henchman is down here. No other person down. My brother, my guy. See ya, guys. Yeah, Matty. You guys know he's a very, very big, huge friend of this channel. You know, I love him to death. Yeah, Marty, the Southern Gunner. Talk to us, man. How you doing, man?
Yeah, glad to be back, brother. Glad to be back. This means that the season is well underway now. That we are back, man. Glad to be here with the brother Tommy as well, man, and brother Claude as always. Let's talk this Arsenal, man. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, sure, definitely. See ya, guys. See ya, guys. This guy needs no introduction. Sabia, Thomasy, talk to these people, man. How you doing, man? Nice to have you on
Big
the
up,
show. I've
guys.
missed you.
Big up, big up, guys. How you guys doing? It's been a long time. I've been really,
Yeah.
really, really, really busy. I'm a busy man, and I'm really, really busy. But it's good to be back on the show. Um, like the channel, subscribe to my mate Tony's channel. So yeah, let's have some fun and let's do this.
Let's have some fun. See, yeah, no smiling. We go straight to the issue at hand. You can see the title up there, Marty. I would allow you to just, to just rant about this. Like, I want you to have a form of art culture called emotional catharsis. Yeah, I want you to have an emotional release, of pent up emotions, about our transfer window. Shit generate transfer window. As far as I'm concerned, not so desirable summer transfer window because we did do some certain kind of business that I just felt that it was just missing something. It was missing something. If we got that something over the line, coupled with some of the signings we had, I would say okay. I could give them probably maybe a 6 or 7 over 10. But without that striker signing, it all it all turns to dust. But I'll just allow you to just rant about this and have an emotional chapter, an emotional episode. With the people down here. Shout out to AFC always. Paul Forward Blue Nose, Drew Gunners. That's my guy, my brother. Love him to death. AFC always. Big up to you guys and like, share, subscribe, guys, as you're coming in. Matt, summer transfer window.
Absolute disgrace on all fronts. This was probably one of the worst windows I've seen in a very, very, very long time. If you want to give you a rating, I'm giving it a 2 out of 10 just because we got rid of Eddie and Ketia. This Edu, I told y'all at the end of the last season, the man was a fraud. He's a shyster. He is an absolute albatross. He absolutely is an embarrassment. He cannot bring in quality players when we need it. The fact that we set all the way to Friday and then brought in Raheem Sterling tells you that we had absolutely no game plan as far as bringing in a striker. We know that the one that they went after turned him down to stay where he was at. That was Sesko. All we heard last year was you know what, Tony, this hit me up right here. I'm gonna drop off and I'm coming right back, brother. I'm gonna drop off and I'll come right back, and I'm gonna skin this Eddie when I get back. Just
Yeah,
I didn't even
definitely.
begun to get started.
Of
Good.
course.
I'll call you. I'm right back.
Yeah, see, guys. Yeah, he's coming back. Yeah, he's coming back, guys. Yeah. Just run that stuff and get back. Yeah, sure, definitely. And of course, Tommy Sabi is down here while we wait for the Southern Gunner to pop up later on. See, Tommy C, man, talk to us about the summer transfer window. Like, what was the desirable for you in this summer transfer window?
Shit, bro. It's been shit. It's been shit. Not getting a striker is gonna bite. It's gonna bite us because, say, for example, we
Hmm.
play Ipswich at home. It's 0-0. We drop we full time. We drop points. We don't have anyone to get us to get us a 1-0 win. Kai Havertz misses chance after chance. Saka misses. Odegaard misses. I said to people, it's gonna bite us. It's gonna bite us, bro, if we don't get a striker, because you need a striker that's gonna get you 25, 30 goals. Tony's gone to Saudi. How did we let this guy go to Saudi? Saudi's not a good league. It's a rubbish league. I don't really watch Saudi. I don't really have time to watch that rubbish anyway. How can you let? He's 28. Saudi's is for people who are like 35. The guy's 28, and you let this top player go to Saudi. It shows we're not serious. Osimhen, we didn't do enough for Osimhen as well. Yeah, he's gone to Galatasaray on loan from Napoli. Yeah, Osimhen didn't have a good AFCON with us. I thought he was awful for us in the AFCON, but he's a top striker. We failed to get him. Gyökeres, we didn't get Gyökeres.
We were never in point.
Gyökeres is a top striker. We failed to get him. This transfer window.
We were never. Tommy, we were never in for any of the strikers. To be very sincere, it was all gimmicks. It was all gimmicks. Chelsea, we were not even in for any of them. It was all lies and paparazzi news.
Chelsea we were linked with Osimhen though. Us and Chelsea, we were going for Osimhen.
Tommy,
we couldn't get him over the line. And
not to cut you off. You know how I know we were not serious. Let's just step back and look at this from 50,000 feet. If we were serious about getting these players in, let's go down the list. So who all were we linked with? Everybody calling everybody today. Ivan Toney.
I'll be right.
We had Gyökeres. We had Osimhen. We had Solanke, Tony. Who else? I feel like I'm missing somebody else. That chat, y'all let me. I feel like I'm missing. We had about 5 or 6 players. We had about 5 or 6 players there that we were linked with. Sesko, that's 5. And we end up with Sterling. Now, explain to me how was Sterling even on that list when Sterling, we didn't have any issues or trouble with Sterling and Chelsea until maybe a week before the transfer window opened, that closed. That's when everybody started talking about Sterling. So that lets you know that they were not out there doing any serious business. These guys thought that they were going to run it back with the team from last season and just add a piece of here or there, and then we're going to push us over the line. Tony, me and you sat here in January. And what did you hear in January? Ivan Toney. Then all of that went quiet. It went ghost. It went silent. And then all of a sudden you hear surface again. He's heading over to, like the brother said, he's heading over to Saudi. But then all of a sudden we in for Raheem Sterling. Now, let me tell you what that Raheem Sterling signing is. He's a human shield. This is Edu hiding behind this gentleman. And he's going to hide behind this man. The fact that we have...
I laughed off when Marty said it was a human shield, man.
He is a human shield.
Marty, take us through that, man.
He is a human shield, Tony, because Edu said here, he was never in for any of those strikers. Because if we were in, there's no way you can strike out on 5. There's no way you can strike out on... If that alone should have been fired. There's no possible way you can strike out on 5 transfer targets. No way. The math don't even math there. So we know that he was not in for him because of how quick it was to go out there and go get Sterling. And we waited. There was no talk before Sterling was signed. There was no talk before Sterling was signed until he was signed on the deadline day. There was no talk about any trouble with Chelsea until 2 days, a day or two before the transfer window closed. Then that's when y'all heard that, Sterling's out the team. He's frozen out. And you start hearing that stuff going into technically the last week there, because we heard about it on that Sunday before the game. We were never in for any of those other players outside of Sesko. That one I do know we was in for, because he came out and turned it down and said, I'm staying where I am. All these other players and stuff, we weren't interested. They were never serious about it. This right here, and this brother here, the symbol, he has nailed it. It's a lazy approach. All because we finished second twice. They think we can just, we good to go. We don't need anything else. Brother, we are paying big time money to these players like Jesus, Kai Havertz, All these brothers are making big time dollars. Where is the production? Edu should be fired. He should have been fired on Friday night when the window shut, when they closed the thing. Instead, he's sitting up on Arsenal TV telling lies, acting like he's done something. Acting like he's done something, gentlemen. He is standing there on his phone. He's on his phone, sitting there huffing and puffing, sitting there sweating. Oh man, we made it. We made it happen. Yeah, we got it. We there. Yeah. All this just mumbo jumbo, babble fish. That's all you heard. Just babble fish. Nothing. He's just babbling. He's not saying a damn thing. And here we are. The next day, the next day, we find out what the main problem is. Again, Kai Havertz, 2 opportunities to score, miss. Soccer, miss. Odegaard, miss. The same problems that we set here last year, Tony. And I told you that when it's time to get into these games, and we need goals, and we need success when it counts. We need moment players. We got players that can score, but they can't score in the moment. We need somebody that can score in the moment when it counts. And when you're down a man at home, there should be somebody on this payroll that should be able to put a goal, put a goal in the back of the net, and that should be a striker. But instead, we let Eddie Nketiah walk out the door, which I'm fine with. He's gone, but then we didn't bring. You got the money, but you didn't spend it. You tucked it away. Y'all spent 8 weeks trying to get Moreno in this team, only to get him in the team to get him injured for 4 to 6 months. Only Arsenal can do that. Only Arsenal can do something that stupid. The way we spent 8 weeks on a player, he comes in, he's injured, he's out 4 to 6 weeks. Now you're back at square one. Now you ain't got no padding. You ain't got no padding in case something happens. Odegaard go down, you're in trouble. Jorginho go down, you're in trouble. Thomas Partey, we know is going down at some point. We know that's going to happen. We know he's going to fold up at some point.
He's going down.
Yeah,
in
we
3
know
weeks,
that.
it is going down. Like, it's not magic. In 3 weeks, he's going down.
He is going down. He's going to go down just like Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Going to be just like Thomas. Down goes Partey. Down goes Jesus. Down goes Jesus. Down. You know, it's going to be the same old sorry trope with this football team this season. And I'm telling y'all now, I've been telling people all summer, go ahead and get ready. Get your mind right.
Story.
We ain't winning nothing this year. They have left us. When I say left us short, they left us short a couple years ago. 2 years ago, Tony, 2 or 3 years ago, that we first started doing our show, we were naked that year. And this year, we're gonna be really naked because we got some games this year. We've got about 18 games coming up that are absolutely landmines. And when I say landmines, I mean landmines. Edu should be fired on the spot. On the spot. And Arteta turning away players from what I've been hearing. You turning away players. If they bringing this list to you and you kicking it back, you need to go home just as well as he do, because y'all know exactly what we need. Anybody in the Western Hemisphere knows that Arsenal need a striker. And we have sat here this summer, and did not do the business. And it's an indictment on how piss poor they have ran this show for the last couple of years. And I am sick of it. I am tired of it. When I wake up on Monday morning and Victor Osimhen is going to Galatasaray on a free, when we needed something, when we just needed something, a striker, just something, something to get you over the line. That tells me right there the fact that y'all will never end. I don't hear this stuff about wages because we paying Kai Havertz top dollar. If we can pay Kai Havertz top dollar, surely we can pay somebody of quality, somebody we know of quality, top dollar. This was just laziness. As Simple said, this was straight out laziness. This was Edu just wagging the dog, just jumping the shark, not doing anything. He just putting on just to put on. But I see right through it. And like I told you, this year I'm gonna ride him like white on rice.
Tomicio Sabia, Arsenal signed Merino. I like the guy. I like Merino. I've seen what he can do at Real Sociedad. It might not be, the favorite among Arsenal fans, but I like the guy. He comes into the football club, and then, he hasn't even played a game, and then he's gone to the ground. Emmy Smith Rowe, we're being pitched by this football club. that Emmitt Smith-Rowe is injury prone. Yeah, that's what we've been hearing over the years. And then he goes to Fulham, and oh my God, hocus pocus. He's scoring goals, he's fit, he's looking good, he's ready to go. He wants to play every
Yeah,
game. I mean,
that
he's
goal
the
against Leicester
talisman
was
right now.
fantastic.
I mean,
Yeah,
and then we have Gabriel Jesus down and out. Thomas Partey will be down and out in the next 3-4 weeks. See, I'm
yeah.
not speaking ill of him, but there's a history. There's a
Injury
history
prone
of
players.
these injuries coming and popping up with Thomas Partey.
Mm,
Look at what Rodgers did to him in that midfield against Aston Villa. He used them as a rag
yeah.
doll.
Morgan
Let's
Rogers
be frank.
dominated that midfield when we
Thomas
beat them.
Partey has been disappointing.
Yeah,
He looked drab, shocking, disgraceful.
he was.
And then we
He was
bring in
very.
Merino, whom I like, by the way. Yeah. But then
I like him
we're
too.
seeing Gabriel Jesus stomp on his shoulder. His shoulder gets fractured. What is going on with our training method? Why can't we keep a single player fit to just play? And you know what? Yeah, Tomisin Sabia, Jurien Timber. It's already rumored that Jurien Timber is already injured already. Yeah.
Again,
See, I
oh,
need not to
guys.
tell you, yeah, that Jurien Timber has been playing as a left back this season consistently. What happened with actually playing him sparingly and getting him back to full-time fitness? This guy just coming back from an ACL, and you want him to just keep playing while you brought in a player in the mode of Calafiore for about 40 million? Bro, Tomisin Sabia, talk to us, man, because it seems like it's not just bad business we did in the summer.
Mm.
It's also the management of the same players that we still have are all crashing and burning, even if they haven't even played a single Premier League game.
Yeah, Timber's a baller, but when he came back from injury, we shouldn't have played him because, mate, he's gonna get injured again. Like, we should have just let him on the play. I like Calafiori. I think Calafiori is a good signing. I would have started Calafiori against Aston Villa because Timber, like, we can't keep. Why do we keep getting these? Why do we buy these players and they get injured? Why do we have to suffer the consequences time after time? Timber's a baller, but now he's injured. It's just it's just not good enough. Like, why do we keep buying these players and they just get injured? Why do we do this for ourselves? We shouldn't have played him before he came back from injury. We should have just left him on the bench for a few games. I just started Calafiori. That's bad management from Arteta. How can you play someone that came back from injury, start games? Why? And the thing with Arteta, he's stubborn. He's so stubborn. He's so stubborn. That's the thing. He's a stubborn man. We know what he's like. We've had this manager for 5 years. He's so stubborn. And the transfer window, for me, I'm gonna give it a 2 out of 10. It's not enough. We had to get a striker. You get Sterling. I'm not a fan of Sterling. I don't rate Sterling. I never have. He misses so many chances. He never tracked when he was at Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea. He doesn't score enough goals. He doesn't track back. He's so inconsistent, and he's just not my cup of tea. People think Sterling's gonna win. People think Sterling's gonna take us to the title. You're living in cuckoo land. He's not taking us to the title. Let's be real. He won't take us to a Champions League. He's never won a Champions League.
Living in cuckoo land.
Living in cuckoo land. And he's not taking us to the title.
Matty, are we living? Matty, are we living in cuckoo land thinking that Sterling is an upgrade to Martinelli? Okay, see, scrap that. Yeah, scrap that. Matty, direct question: is Sterling a massive upgrade on what we have on the left-hand side right now? And I'm talking of Gabriel Martinelli. Is he an upgrade? Yes or no? Tomisin Sabia, you also have to answer that question. But I'll put you in the game first of all, Marty. Is he an upgrade on the left-hand side in any way? At least
Sterling is a complimentary player. Sterling is a complimentary player. He is basically coming in to try to do a job. Look at this number right here, Tony. When was the last time he scored over 15 goals a season? Does anybody know that? I'm gonna tell you, but don't say it in the chat. I want Tony. I want Tony's face. I want him to guess it. When was the last time he scored over 15 goals a season?
No, that was at Man City. That was at Man City.
2019.
That was at Man City. That was at Man City.
2019. And the other 2 years was when he was at Liverpool.
2019, yeah.
He hadn't got over that mark, and God knows how long. And here we are. This manager is trying to play Captain Save-A-Hole. He is out here trying to save this man, knowing his career. This is it.
Captain.
He's one step away.
I'll do right by you.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. I treat you right. He's trying to go out here and try to bring this man back. He's trying to bring that old car back. The car got a busted radiator, transmission shot, engine gone. I'm gonna bring it back. You do realize when you do that, you put more into the car than what it's worth. That's what we're doing with Sterling. We are putting more into Sterling than what he's worth. We're raising his stock by bringing him to us. Look where he's coming from. Look at the team he's coming from. What did they finish at last year, Tony? What did they finish at? Where are we projected to finish at this year? We raise his profile for him. But then what happens with our profile? What happens to Arsenal's profile? Oh, that's just another piece that we're gonna have to try to deal with again down the line. You loaning him. Oh, at least we ain't paying, we paid top dollar for him. Well, at least we ain't paid top dollar. Every player we get, I told you last year, Tony, I said every player we get from these other teams, we end up paying the price for it at some point. It may not cost us on the transfer business this year, but I can guarantee it's going to cost us in some games. I can guarantee this transfer will cost us in some games, brother. The brother just said it. He missed opportunity. You don't think we're going to end up in some situations this year where it's going to cost us? See, until Arsenal decide that they want to go big and go hard, we're going to keep going through this. And until they finally decide they want to go out and go get the creme de la creme, we want the best available. We want the top of the line. We want the Jaguar. We want the Porsche. We want the Ferrari. We want the Alfa Romeo. We want the biggest of the Lamborghini. We want the creme de la creme. Until they decide that that's what they want to get, and they stop going out here getting the Fiat and the Pugo and going out here getting the Mitsubishi, the Toro, and all this stuff, going to get the lowest of the. We keep going out here trying to get used cars, trying to just make do, and then we find ourselves every 2 years going back through this same situation where we got to try to go find something better. This man is just like Jesus. I told y'all, Jesus has never scored 20 goals a season. He has never scored 20 goals a season. Yeah. So that is who he is. He is that. We got players in this team. Havertz ain't never scored 20 plus goals. Yeah. So we know he ain't going to do it. And then Sterling, he ain't done it in 5-4-5. Well, technically 5 years. Ain't done it in 5 years. So how do we expect, Tommy, that this man is going to come in here and all of a sudden he's going to have a rejuvenation? And then watch this. Watch this, Tommy. Come on, I'm going to drop this on you too. So let's flip it. Let's say he does have a great year. Let's say he does bang. He going back to Chelsea banging. He ain't staying here. So what good is that? And then if he does bang, we're gonna have to overpay for him.
If he bangs, then I'll shut my mouth. If he bangs, if he does well, I'll keep my mouth closed. But he's this club, man. Edu, these lot, they have blood on their hands. They're just not serious. We're gonna finish second again. We're not gonna win anything again. One FA Cup in 5 years. I'm 30 next month, and the last time we won the league, I was 9. Back in 2004, I was still 9. I'm 30 next month. Are we 20 years with no title? Sterling is just not my cup of tea. Yes, Man City. He had Aguero. He had Kevin De Bruyne. He had Rodri. He had Jesus, he had Mahrez. Liverpool, he had Suarez, he had Sturridge, he had Steven Gerrard, he had Jordan Henderson. But he's not that. Sterling, he's never been world class. He's not. There's better wingers. Mane is better than him. Vinny Jr. is better than him. Mbappe is clear of this guy. As bad as Martinelli's been playing, Martinelli's still better than this guy. Trossard, even though Trossard for me is more of an impact player, because I love Trossard, but when he starts games, he does not really doesn't really affect the game. I'd rather Trossard than Sterling. I just don't rate Sterling. He's just not my cup of tea. I just don't rate the guy. He's never been world class. It's a poor signing. We've done this to ourselves again. We're gonna finish second, and when we don't win anything again, what's the excuses? Oh, give Mikel another contract.
Tommy, I don't know if we're gonna finish.
I don't want Zidane. Zidane's only managed Real Madrid. What's Zidane done since Real Madrid? Sharp. Zidane's got 3 Champions Leagues. You morons. I don't want Tuchel. Tuchel, he's like Di Matteo. He's just a cup manager. Tuchel's won the Champions League. Yeah, Bayern Munich, he didn't do well. Leverkusen were just too good. Xabi Alonso was just too good for them anyway. I don't want Tuchel. He's not a good enough manager. This manager's got 1 FA Cup in 5 years and he's bottled the title twice. So what's the excuses when we finish? For me, I think we're going to finish third. I think Liverpool will finish above us. I think we're going to finish third. I think Liverpool will finish above us. What's the excuses when we finish third and we don't win anything? This is not good enough. You had to get a striker. You got Sterling. This. You think Kai Havertz is going to get me 20, 30 goals? That's not going to happen. He's not that guy. You think Jesus is going to get me 20, 30 goals? No. You know what? Yeah, this is going to bite us. They've got Man City. They've got Haaland. Haaland's going to get them 30 goals.
Haaland has scored more goals than Arsenal as a whole.
Haaland has scored. I think he scored up to 10 goals already.
He scored more goals than the team has scored. Arsenal as a team.
Man, we're finished, man.
I think he's got 7.
Shout out to Oregon Gunner. Shout out to Oregon Gunner. I'll be at the American Idiot Show with my big friend, guys. You know what Oregon Gunner has done for me on my channel. You know he's a boogeyman, yeah. You know he has helped me down here. But still, I'll go have, a cup of tea with them there at the American Idiot Show tomorrow. So watch out for Oregon Gunner, me and TJ. Of course, yeah, he gives the channel 20 new memberships. Big ups to you, Oregon Gunner. Thanks for all you do, man. Big ups to you.
One more thing, Tony. Yeah.
Honestly, we're saying something.
One more thing, Tony. Like Edu, I keep saying to people, Edu, it has blood on his hands, and Arteta. Forgetting Sterling. I said to my dad, yeah, are we desperate? It's a desperate signing. Even my dad was pissed.
But I'm not seeing Arsenal fans with outrage about this. Everyone is relaxed on Edu. Some of the guys have asked, yeah, they're like, Edu tried. Edu did good business. I don't know. Of course, I've spoken to my core people. They don't think so. Marty doesn't think so. He's one of my core people. Oregon Gunner, one of my core people. He doesn't think so. I've asked some of my real friends. They don't think so. But the fan base, some people in the fan base that I'm asking these questions, are you satisfied with our transfer window? They're like, yeah. He brought in Calafiore. He brought in, and I'm like, come on, guys. Are you guys blind? Can't you see what's going on?
Robbie gave it a 7. Robbie gave it a 7 out of 10.
Kai Havertz can do it all. Kai Havertz can do it all.
He's
like
not
as
that
shitty
guy.
as Kai Havertz is, he scored 2 goals in 3 games. So imagine if we do have a deadly striker down there who would poach in these goals for us. We should be thinking of about 6 to 7 goals in 3 games that we've played. So it's just absolutely shocking. And you know what? Yeah, Matty, I will let you go off on this one also because it's very important. Matty, do you know that Arsenal won't have any breather from September 14th? It's a choked schedule. You know what? Yeah, with the new structure of the Champions League, matches are going to run through both bi-weekly and also through the weekend also. So no free time, no free spots from now till January. And even at January, if we do qualify for the Carabao Cup in January, yeah, the quarterfinals and those spaces, yeah, we won't even have any single break midweek and in the weekend also. So we're screwed because we don't even have quality. Like we don't really have quality on the bench. We don't have a full squad. Our squad are squabbling and reeling in injuries. We don't have shooters down there. In fact, we've expended more. We've actually weakened our side more because some of the guys that used to be human shields, yeah, in the language of my brother Matty, yeah, most of them have all gone out of the football club. Eddie has gone out. Who's that guy that went to Portugal? What's his name again?
Vieira.
Fabio Vieira
Vieira has gone back to
going back to Porto.
Where are the replacements for these guys? And Merino, I won't lie, I do like Merino, but I'm sorry, man, he's injured. Someone has to be responsible for these things. Someone has to be accountable. And as far as I'm concerned, these guys aren't accountable. No one is holding them into account. We have a big problem in our hands when these games come in thick and fast from September 14th, starting with the Champions League midweek and then the weekend with the Premiership games and the Carabao Cup games coming up. Marty, aren't we dead on arrival? Isn't this
DOA. We are done,
failure?
dusted, and dead on.
We're done. We're
I couldn't
done.
say it any better because we have sat here, Tony. If we were short last year with the players that we had, and those players are gone, brother, we signed. Do y'all realize we signed 2 or 3 goalkeepers this window? Brother, what do we need that for right now?
Oh my days. Exactly.
We sold Vieira back to where we bought him from, y'all. Well, he's on loan. He's going back over there. Look at the money we've thrown away. This team right now is in the same situation as it was.
$40 million. That's
million.
how much we bought that guy. $40 million. Let that make sense. And we're sending him back on loan. It's shocking.
Tony, for $40 million, for $40 million, we could have got Kudus, and we could have went out and got Fofana. We could have bought 2 or 3 players with the money we spent on some of these players.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
And it's no excuse the way this football club has been ran. And anybody who is defending this right now is part of the problem. They're right now in lock and step with Arteta in them on this. Edu. We look at that. Just look at the shambolic. This is shambles. When I look at this team this year, this is embarrassing. That a team like Arsenal has finished second place twice, 2 seasons straight. You did not go out there. You would have thought that as soon as the season ended, we would have went in with house money. We going in, we pushing the chips into the table. It's put up and shut up. We get everything is we pushing the chips in and we going full force. Instead, it looked like we challenging for Europa League. The way this team set up.
True.
The way this team set up, you think we going for the Europa
Guys in
League?
the chat, this is not a laughing matter. It's serious. It's serious. Last season, it was all about a striker. Arsenal couldn't expend money to win the league. And seeing us do that again, because if we went in the January transfer window, Tommy, and got in a striker, we win that league easy.
We win the league. If we get like a Eucharist in January, we win the league.
Easy. No question asked about.
Last season we got 89 points.
We couldn't do that last season. And same thing again this summer. The same thing the same summer.
Yeah.
Nothing. What's striker business?
It's not good enough.
What is going on? And again, I know that Chelsea is paying us to actually play Sterling. But again, man, must we always bail out Chelsea Football Club all the time?
We get the
Marty and Tommy, I think an investigation has to be led into the kind of business dealings Arsenal is having with Chelsea Football Club. Because I'm sorry, man, we're bailing those guys out so easily. Why do we have to be the bailout system? Why do we have to be the bailout system for Chelsea Football Club? Why do we have to have their crumbs?
Again.
persuaded into our football club. Why should we do this? Season after season, these guys have given us their debt bags, their
Gallas,
leftovers, their cast off.
Jorginho.
I mean, Gallas was still okay.
Gallas was
Gallas
actually
was
good
still all
for
right.
us.
William.
Let's be
Havertz,
frank.
David
Gallas was still all
Luiz,
right.
Willian.
Let me bring it this way.
The
Let me bring it
business
this way.
was
Let me
even more
bring.
recent, even
But
more
we
shocking.
gave them
Hey,
Ashley
horrible.
Cole and Giroud. We gave them our best player in Ashley Cole,
It's
one of my favorite
horrible.
left backs, and Giroud as well. We gave them two of our best players, Ashley Cole and Giroud.
Why don't
Oh
we
my
go out?
days.
Why can't we? Why don't Arsenal go to the table and say we want Sancho? Sancho peanuts.
If we got
over.
Sancho, I'll be happy because he's still a baller.
He was
I'll
only
be happy
20.
if we
He's
got
still a
Jadon Sancho.
baller. Come on, man.
Euro.
Sancho's a baller.
Exactly. I'll be happy if we got him.
We
Gonna
could have
go
went
to
out and got
Chelsea
him
alone.
instead of us going to get the best. I told y'all instead of us going to get the best, we go get the less. We get the less of the less. You go to Chelsea, you don't go get Drogba. You go get the lowest of the low, and then you overpay on Havertz. And I told y'all last summer that Havertz deal gonna bite us in the behind, and it sure bit us in the behind. Well, we paying him top dollar. That contract he signed, his output does not match up to the contract. When you look at this wage bill for Arsenal, the current Arsenal team, there is no world-class athlete in this team. There is none right now. None. Saliba is on the cusp, but there's none. Absolutely no world-class players. And we are out here paying top dollar. Top dollar. This what I saw last weekend is just another snapshot of what I've seen the last couple of years. The same old thing when there is adversity, this manager freezes up. We end up either A, drawing, B, losing. Tony, I'm telling you now, it's just like you said last year when it was down the City, when we should have go on the front foot with City. You saw the same thing on Saturday. Instead of we at home, Tony, it's the third game of the season. We at home. Yeah, we down the man. But brother, you got the win at your back. Why are we going defensive? Why are we tucking in? Why are we just sitting back? Why are we doing that? When we're at home, we're not on the road. We're at home. This is once again Arteta's hand is starting to show up where he cannot manage this team under pressure. And under pressure, he folds every single time. And guess what? You nailed it, Tony. You nailed it. Because starting next weekend, we're going to be under pressure for the rest of the season. For the rest of the season. Everything is on the line. Every weekend we've got trouble. There's a run there where we have no 7 days. There's no rest for the weary. That's going to be absolutely no rest for the weary. And we're going to get injuries, y'all. Just let y'all know we're going to get some serious injuries this year. Last year, I don't know how we made it last year with no injuries. But this year, we're going to pay for it. If Odegaard
gets injured, we are finished. If Odegaard's injured, we are finished.
Odegaard, I'm telling you now.
We are finished.
I'm telling you now. That was another position that we should have highlighted. Where was the creative midfield?
Ethan's not going to do much for me.
Now, you can't expect the 17-year-old to come in.
If Ethan does bad, everybody's going to turn on him. Oh, why is Arteta playing? If Ethan plays bad, everyone's going to turn on him quickly. Or why is Arteta playing him? Get him off. I don't want I like Ethan. I don't want him to get.
Wait. Tommy. We're really even taking this talk outside the box. Let's stay inside the box.
Yeah, all right, man.
Mikel Arteta have spent over $1 billion. Let that sink in. $1 billion. I mean, and we don't have a 25-20 per season goal scorer. Isn't that a waste? Arsenal fans aren't even really like. There's no emotional attachment to that figure. Like, imagine if this was your football club, if it was your own football club, you're running it. Yeah, it's your business. Yeah, and you love the club deeply. And your managers, the people you put in place to actually manage the football club, you say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to fund you. I'm going to give you money. We're going to fund the football club. But I need you to do the best business to make sure that we're challenging and we're winning titles. Not just challenging, but we're winning titles. But you know what? Yeah, I am gonna invest over $1 billion with you to equip this team with winners and world-class players. That's what the Cronkies have done, to be very sincere with you. They brought a young manager. Good and okay, good. They brought in a young manager, invested in him, showed belief in him, gave him $1 billion to go into the market and go get killers. But instead, I'm seeing chickens. Martin Odegaard, I know. If he gets injured, we're done. If he gets injured,
season's
we're
over.
done.
If he's injured.
Did you guys see what Rodgers did to Thomas Partey in the middle of the park against Aston Villa?
Morgan Rodgers dominated that midfield.
He did it to everybody.
Jesus Christ.
Dominated everybody.
Jesus Christ. That was a stinker. Let's don't act as if Thomas Partey hasn't been dishing out stinkers this season. It's horrible. It's shocking.
If you think that was bad, if you think that was bad, you wait till Jorginho get in midfield next Sunday. If you think that was bad, you wait till Jorginho get in midfield next Sunday with a full.
I don't have a problem with Jorginho because every time we call on Jorginho, at least he gives an average. It gives in something. You know.
All of them getting it next Sunday. All of them because we're going to be in a situation where Spurs are going to play high up the pitch, a lot of pace, and what does that midfield struggle with? Partey and Jorginho, what they struggle with? Whole lot of pace. Whole lot of pace. I told y'all we
had a high line as well.
Bro, look here. Let's go back. Let's park the car right here. Let's go back to preseason. We played Manchester United. Now, I tell you what, we'll skip Manchester United. We'll come back to them in a second. Liverpool, one pass undid us in preseason.
Yeah.
One pass. Manchester United, couple balls over the top. They in. What did you see with Brighton this past weekend? 145-yard pass from a defender. Destroyed this team. So what's going to happen when we start playing these teams that can move the ball? It is absolutely a disgrace.
That can move the ball quicker.
This manager will not. He's out here playing 4-3-3. He's causing all kinds of stress in the midfield instead of playing 4-4-2. I know it's 4-4-2, and instead of him playing something to play to the strength of his team, he's still out here trying to run the same thing like he did it, and then wants to play. Hey, think about this, y'all. I'm gonna drop one on you, Tony. You like when I drop these bombs on you, Tony? How do you play? Watch it. You with me, Tony? I want you ready? I'm gonna drop it. You with me? I want you to look. How do you play 4-3-3 and play defense?
Yeah, guys. Yeah. The Southern Gunner has got the bombs on deck. The choppers are on deck. Listen.
Tony, how do you play 4-3-3 and play defensive? How do you play an offensive formation and play defensive? Just think about that now. How do you play that? That's going forward. You're supposed to be on the front foot. We defended. We always defended on 4-3-3. See, the manager doesn't even know his own strengths. We've been saying this for 5 years. This ain't new. Some people are waking up to it, but I've been telling y'all this for 4 or 5 years. The team is not set up for success. It's set up to stay in the top 4. That's the only thing this team set up. This team is not set up to go exceed. When you look at City this year, what do you see? A team that's looking to succeed, to right the wrongs of last year. Champions League. We're getting put out of the Champions League. We here to win the Champions League. We here to win trophies this year. We here to win not only the Premier League. We want to win what we didn't win last year. They are set up to go for the gusto.
Superior team.
Yeah, we are set up.
Yeah, they have a superior team.
We set up for the top 4. That's all we set up for. Is if we can stay in the top 4, we good. We fine. We're not set up to win no Carabao Cup this year. We ain't set up to win no FA Cup this year. We're not set up to win. We definitely not set up to win the Champions League based off of this new setup. And we definitely ain't set up to win the Champions Premier League. They have left us short, gentlemen. I keep telling y'all, they have left this team short. We are 8 quality players short from success. Because we subtract, you got to take away what we lost. So you add that into the budget we already needed. We are 8 players short of
We are.
success. Because think about it, for every position,
But
if a
again,
player
but
goes
again,
down, we're in trouble. For every position on the team, if a player goes down, we're in trouble. If Raya go down, what happens?
If Raya goes down, we have to play Neto or this Tommy Setford guy.
Okay, y'all come around the pitch. Yeah, go around the pitch with me. So
who's this guy?
Hey Tommy, so if Raya goes down, we got that one. So what happens if Ben White go down this year?
Ben White, if Ben White gets injured, we are screwed, man.
What happened if Saliba go down this year?
We're screwed.
What happened if Bag of Lights go down this year?
If they go down this year, we will finish fourth, man.
What happened if the left back go down? What happened if the left back go down? Whoever the left back is, we got 10 of them. So we've got Calafiri, we've got Zinni. Even though I don't rate them. Okay, all right. So let's go to midfield. Let's go down to midfield. What happened there if Thomas Partey go down?
Jorginho, man.
What happened if Jorginho go down?
We've got Ethan, man.
See,
what happened if Odegaard go down?
We can't defend it.
Odegaard goes down. We have to play Ethan.
What happened?
I'm a very positive person, but you can't defend this.
Yeah. What happened if Havertz go down?
There's a limit. There's a limit to which you could defend it.
You have to play a false nine.
You see this? You see this? The whole team in the situation.
You can't defend this.
Yeah, you see that? We in the whole every position. Yeah, every position on Arsenal's team this year because we don't have confidence. See, United City has players when they are out. Look, they have either an upgrade or a light for light replacement. They have upgrades coming off the bench. We don't have that. We have Europa League players. I told y'all this last year. We have Europa League players coming off the bench. This is why I said it's time for Edu to go because there's no way you're gonna tell me we don't have top of the line players coming off the bench. Top of the line. Don't come to me talking about we have Sterling here. Sterling, he's upgrade on stuff. No. We are short across the board.
Okay, guys. See, Tommy Shosavi, I'll let you start on this one. Arsenal just released, our 25-man squad for the Champions League. And guess whose name is missing from that sheet?
Nwaneri.
A guy who stood by us when other youth guys are all leaving. He stood by us. He said, no, I'm not going to leave. I want to stay. Arsenal DNA. And now we screwed that kid. It's like your very close friend, just hits you with a dagger, right your back, stab in the back, And Arsenal is doing that to that young kid, And in place, do you know who we're putting down there? Kylian Tierney. We all, even if I do like Kylian Tierney, I put my hands up, but for crying out loud. We know this guy's injury. We know he's injury prone.
He's always injured.
It's as good as a missed number.
Exactly.
See, Monsieur Sabia, what is ethically wrong with these people managing this football club?
It's like
clueless.
It's like Mikel doesn't trust
They have no brains.
Exactly.
They have no brain. You know what? Yeah, I think zombies have brains than these guys. There's no brains with these guys. It's like we're thinking forward. They're thinking several steps backward. We're thinking of having a striker to get our football club ahead. But these guys, they're not thinking in that way. They're still thinking of bringing in, cut price deals, suck up to Chelsea to give us their cast-offs to help us out.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not a good
club
look.
is a joke, man. It's absolutely a joke, bro.
I like see it, guys. I'm not gonna be the one that would stay here and slag off Merino. I like Merino. I like
Me
him.
too. I like him as well. Me too.
And I believe he's going to show his expertise when he comes back from injury. But again, man, your training methods need to be called to question. Why are these players falling like flies? It's not reasonable. You didn't bring in a striker to even shore up The attacking final third, it's not looking good. Martinelli is dishing out stinkers every week. See, Matty, we haven't even gone down there. Tomislav Sabia, what's going on? Champions League squad. Nwaneri is missing from that list. Take it away before Matty chips in.
I just think it's like Arteta. You don't trust Ethan. Like I'm thinking, you think he's gonna make a mistake. Like why are you not taking him? Why are you not adding him to the Champions League squad? We need him for a few Champions League games like PSG, Atalanta, Inter Milan. We need this guy. Now, and he's saying he wants to stay. He wants to stay with us, which is good. And you're letting the teenager down. The guy's a teenager, and you're letting the teenager down. This is shocking from Mikel Arteta. Like this is typical him. It's like he doesn't trust these players. Like you don't like you give. I remember you give Reece Nelson a contract, and obviously last season you didn't bring him off the bench. It's like you don't trust him. Smith Rowe, you don't trust these, and now they're both gone to Fulham as well. So you don't trust this. So now you're saying you don't. Now you're saying I don't think Ethan's ready. Then why is he stay? Why is he wasting his time staying with us? Because if we're not careful, he's gonna want to go as well. He's gonna want to go as well. If we're not careful, this football club is a disgrace. Like he's a disgrace. Edu, they're all disgraces.
Shameful, man.
They're all disgraces.
It's shameful. It's shameful. Enough is enough, man.
Exactly. What's the excuses?
There comes a time, yeah. You just have to call this out. You have to call it out because you're doing your football club, yeah, as a fan, yeah, and as part of the fan base of Arsenal Football Club. You're doing that football club a great disservice if you're not calling this anomalies out. We need a striker to go head to head with Man City. I want to win the league. See, guys, you know me. I'm not for any agenda. There's no agenda. See, guys, I don't need the money from UT. What is this? I believe in working, doing my normal jobs or doing whatever or business or whatever to get money. I don't care what YouTube gives to me. So I have no agenda. See, guys, we need a striker. There's no agenda in it. Where is the agenda in it?
And he gets Sterling.
We saw what happened in our last match against Brighton. I mean, the lost chances.
Tony,
because Saka has been one of our most prolific.
You know what Edu?
Because Saka has been very, very. Because Saka has been good in the final third. I'm not taking a pop at him, but come on, man, look at the missed chances that day, man. A single hand, a traditional number 9 in the area box in the final third will put in all those goals that were missed against Brighton. If Victor Gyökeres will score those goals.
If Gyökeres was in that Brighton game, we win that game 3-1. We win that game 3-1. If Gyökeres was there, we win that game 3-1.
This just goes to show you what I'm talking about, how lazy this Edu is. This Edu is lazy. He just enough to get by. Just enough. This is why I told y'all last year. I said, if we go on a little winning streak, let's say we win the next 3 games. Let's say next 3 games. How many times if y'all watch the Olympics this year, especially track and field, how many times did y'all see the player that looked like it was gonna win? They take off on the run on the track and field, they take off and it looked like they had it all the way, they were good to go. And then next thing you know, somebody coming all the way up the rear. And they come right on around. And before you know it, they're looking at them like, yeah, I'm passing you. And then they going across the checkered finish. This is what City do to us all the time. We take off running. We way up there. Oh, yeah, man, say we doing great, man. Yeah. And then next thing you know, you look up and here they come. It ain't a damn thing you can do about it. And they passing you just like that. And then you left there. You done went from second. How many times y'all saw these jokers was in first place and then they don't even fit? They don't even place. They first all the way down the field. That's how we're gonna look this year. We're going to look like that this year. This Ethan and Nwaneri, I told y'all this over the summer. Anybody who watched me over there on League, I told Lee, I said, if they're not going to play him this season, he needs to send out on loan.
Then loan him.
a quality team that can use his abilities that will benefit him, not just any kind of loan. Because Arsenal just throw a player out on loan. He needs to be loaned out. Send him to Dortmund. Send him over to Dortmund somewhere. Let him go get some experience somewhere until he can come
Madrid.
Madrid. Let him get some true experience. This manager's gonna let him dry rot there another season.
He's gonna waste his time.
He's gonna say, you know what? Same thing as Tommy just said. He's gonna say, you know what? I'll just go
He's
play.
Not
I'll
use
go
it.
play for Palace. I'll
He's
go
not
play.
gonna use it.
Yeah. And then before you look up, Palace will be selling them for 75 million. You'll be wondering how the word did this happen when we had it. See, I'm telling you,
we just saw Charlie Patino as well.
Look at the assets. Look at the assets that we've had here at this club. And then we let these assets go. They go to other teams and they make premium off these players. We sit up here robbing Peter to pay Paul, talking about bringing in Sterling on loan when we've had assets in the team that we've let get away. This whole thing this house of cards is gonna fall down this season because there's gonna be nowhere else to turn. There's gonna be nowhere else to look around and say, oh, wait the next year, which is year 5. This is year 5, Tony. I've been screaming this for the last 3, 4, 5 years. Long as I've known you, Tony, I've been saying the same thing for the last few years. And I've been saying over and over, this is the problem, this is the problem, this is the problem. And people used to call me names.
This manager's been here for almost 5 years.
He's been here half a decade. He's been here half a decade.
One FA Cup in 5 years is not good enough. One FA Cup in 5 years. And people are happy with it.
He's been here half a decade. Just call it like it is. He's been here half a decade and only won 1 trophy in half a decade.
We are not winning anything with this guy.
Yeah, it's half a decade. And
people say, people say who we're gonna get. People say, if we sack him,
there should be a limit. There should be a limit.
There's better managers than this guy. Yes, I said to people, we're not gonna get Carlo. Why would Carlo leave Real Madrid for us? Let's be real. Carlo ain't gonna leave Real Madrid for us. We're not gonna. Simeone sign a new contract. Inzaghi sign a new contract. Ruben Amorim, I don't even know. Nagelsmann, we're not going to get. Nagelsmann signed a new contract with Germany. We're not going to get him. Just get me Tuchel, Zidane. They're both available. We're not going to get Zidane. He wants that France job. And Tuchel's not going to be waiting for a long time. He's going to
get Michelle. Go get Michelle from over there at Girona. Go get Michelle over there at Girona.
Yeah, I'll take Michelle.
Yeah, go. It's managers out there.
Yeah,
it's just it's how serious is the Arsenal board to go bring in these folks and then back these guys. See, that's the thing we're gonna have the next go around. Are they gonna back these guys when they come? Because ultimately this thing gonna flop with Edu and Arteta. I told Lee yesterday. I said, don't be surprised if this manager if after this year they roll out and say, nah, I'm out of here because they know the heat is on. The heat is on right now. The heat is on.
But
go and get a Ruben Amorim.
But Matty, why would the board think? Why would this board, tinker with the manager, when the fan base, because the fan base is part of the bigger problem. The fan base are actually saying that this guy is the second best manager in the league aside from Pep Guardiola. They're hailing this guy, as
I
don't know, of some guru of some sort. So, I mean, why would the owners, want to tinker with something that's working? I mean, this is a good human shield for them, even if they've spent big money, But again, this is a glorious human shield for them. The fan base love him. They love his hair, they love his looks. They love him there. They just want him to sit down there and be their manager without winning any stuff. The protection this manager gets, it's far horrible. And again, I look at my own idol, Arsene Wenger. I saw what they did to that man. I saw this fan base curse at him, hate on him at the tail end of his stint with Arsenal. And look at what this manager gets.
Him out,
the way they handed, Arsene Wenger and pushed him out of the football club.
And handed Unai Emery as well.
See what's happening
as well.
you see what's happening with Mikel Arteta, and you're saying, what is all this? What is all this? What is all this? Because Arsene Wenger was
It's the fan
actually
base,
still
bro.
challenging for titles in a way, at least
Exactly.
in a way, getting
He
the
won us
FA
3
Cups
Premier
in
League,
a way.
challenging the best Man United team with Fergie, the best Man United team. It was hard for us to win titles with that best Man
They won
United team.
title. This
And
man hasn't
Arsene
won
Wenger
anything.
managed to
So
win.
what's the
Arsene Wenger managed to
protection all about?
win us 3 titles. I love Arsene Wenger, one of the best managers we've had after George Graham. He won us 3 titles. Yeah, I admit he stayed too long. 2014 for me, he should have left because I thought he stayed way too long for me. But Emery had to go, yeah, but Emery wasn't backed. He wanted Zaha, they gave him Pepe. He wanted Partey, they gave him who did they get?
See,
Give
no
him, I can't
arguments.
remember.
Emery failed at this football
Lucas
club. No,
Dior.
that's excuse. See, no, Tommy, see, that's
Emery had to go in
excuses.
it, but
He
he
failed at
wasn't
this
backed
football
in
club.
it.
He couldn't get us over the line. He
Yeah, bro,
failed.
he wasn't back
Let's
though.
tell from that.
Yeah, I know Emery had
Whether
to go,
you
but he
say
wasn't
back
backed.
or he failed in this football club,
I get it.
he
The
didn't win a
players were.
trophy. Yeah,
I know the
just
players were mocking.
leave it
The
at
players
that.
were
He failed.
mocking him. They were mocking his accent as well. But
The- the-
bro,
Yeah, I
Emery
know,
didn't get more.
but he
He
failed
should have
in
got
this
him more.
football
He
club.
wasn't back, bro.
He failed in
Come
this
on, bro. He
football
wasn't
club.
back though.
But
Emery would have
he
if
failed.
we would have got Arteta first and
Emery
then
would
got
have won us
Emery.
the league
If Emery
if he
if
was
Emery was
backed.
to come in, if Emery was to come in with the team, now he'd win something. That's evident
He'll
by
win
what
us
he
the
does
league.
with Villa. Now when he got here, he had to learn the language, all that stuff. It was bad
Exactly.
timing. That's why
The
it was
players were
bad
mocking
timing.
him.
It was bad timing. You bring a manager like that into this team, somebody that's competent, that has an experience. We actually go do things. That's the difference, Tony. I've been telling y'all. I told y'all when he first came. I said the man is inexperienced. You cannot go past inexperience. Inexperience. It wasn't
had a
like
bad
he was
team
like
as well,
Zidane. He was never a world-class player. You know, or a world-class player can get something out of play. Even though most of them don't become great managers, a world-class player still can pull something out of players. Look at what Thierry did at the Olympics with the kids. He was able to pull something out of those players. He was able to pull. When you look at Arteta, what is he pulling out of players? He's hiring pickpockets to do it. He's hiring pickpockets to get stuff out of people's pockets.
These pickpockets.
Oh
Why?
my God!
Yeah, that's what I was meant. That's what he's
doing. These why? Why?
Gentlemen, what does that have to do with football?
What's that got to do with anything, man?
He's playing music. He's playing music. He's playing.
His manager is absolutely clueless.
He's clueless.
This
is
joke.
why I
It's a
said to
joke.
people,
It's a joke.
Well,
It's a clown show.
Why did we hire a rookie manager? Inexperience. He's Pep. For me, he's Pep's water boy at best.
Hey man, Pep knew exactly what he was doing because he was basically saying, "Oh, my only competition. Oh yeah, man. He's the greatest thing since sliced bread, man. Because he knows he's not. He knows he's not going past him. If I knew Tony, me and you were coach. I'm coaching the City. You coach at Arsenal, and you ain't got no experience, or you only what you get ready to coach. I'm gonna big you up too because that's less work I gotta do. That's less work that I gotta do, bro.
A rookie manager is gonna be the best manager in the world. No,
this man set us up for the kill. We are sitting there.
It's shocking. It's
hey,
shocking.
As we said, as they say,
no.
He's playing check. He's over there playing chess. Arteta's playing checkers. That's the difference in the two.
See ya, guys. Because we have to round up because Marty might have something to be doing quite soon. See ya, guys. We go into that crucial Not London game without Declan Rice, our captain. Yeah. See, I'll start from you, Tommy Sabia. 105 million pounds. Yeah. See, rather than singing Kai Havertz and attach him to that, amount of money gone down the drain, 105 million for average performances. I mean, let's pause a little bit. Yeah. Let's go. Let's take it slowly. Tommy Sabia. Does Rice look like 105 million pound signing? Is this what 105 million pounds gifts you in games? puts you in trouble at the eve of when you have the biggest matchup in the whole of the. See, I hate Spurs. I don't like them.
I can't stand them either. They don't win shit,
I
man.
can't stand any Spurs fan apart from Deji Spurs. I don't like Spurs. I don't like
So
them.
same with me.
Yeah.
They don't win
And
shit,
then-
bro. They haven't won a trophy since 2008.
And then in the eve of when we have them, Declan Rice goes and shows his ill-disciplined and just takes himself
sent
away
off.
from that equation.
Blow for
My
us.
brother, talk to us, man. Not London Derby.
It's gonna be tough because
Declan Rice, our £105 million signing.
it's gonna be a blow for us because that midfield worries me, man. Like, I guess we have to play.
Big up Zane.
I guess we have to play Jorginho and Partey and Odegaard, which is it's okay, but it's how Tottenham, because Tottenham, they're gonna play a high line, like they're gonna play that. Angie's gonna play that high line watch, but I think we can cope without him. I still back us to win the derby without Rice. I think we'll win it. We'll win the game without him. I'm going for 2-1. I expect us to win it. I'll go for a 2-1 win in it. Like, I think it'll be a tight game, 2-1. But the midfield's going to be the issue because I'm thinking Jorginho is not going to do the way Rice does, that controls games and dictates the play. Jorginho that's not his game. He's more of a. I think he's going to go up the field for me. So it's going to be a.
But again, has Rice been dictating Arsenal's play?
Not really, because he can't.
This is where I'm going to.
He can't break
Has
between
he
the
been
lines like Rodri, because Rodri can break between the lines. Rice can't do that. Rice can't do that. He can't break between the lines like Rodri does. Rodri can break between the lines. Rice can't do it. That's just not part of his game. Rice is more of a ball carrier that he can carry the ball forward. That's his game. He's a ball carrier.
So in other words, Arsenal paid £105 million for a ball carrier. You can get ball carriers from Real Madrid, for cheaper than that. You can get ball carriers from the Spanish La Liga, even from French sides. You can get all that far cheaper, for far less.
Yeah.
So if we have a guy that we spent £105 million, and his job is just to carry the ball, doesn't give us anything up front.
Yeah, he doesn't
score goals that much.
He doesn't score
really score goals.
He doesn't release the. And sometimes with him, he's sloppy at times. He doesn't give us the ball away too many times for me, Declan Rice.
He doesn't give us the trickery. He doesn't give us the trickery of Santi Cazorla. Santi Cazorla create chances.
Santi Cazorla was
always dribbling here and there. He's not that
Santi
guy.
Was levels. He was a
ball carrier. Declan Rice and the stinkers, bro.
Yeah, he's been shocking.
It's been shocking.
We have to question that. We have to question Rice because he can't break. Rodri knows how to break between. Like, Rice can't do that. He needs to start doing it. It's just not part of his game. That's why I have to question Declan Rice.
Matty, do you share the same sentiment about Declan Rice, or do you think there's a bigger, more larger than life problem with him, maybe stemming from the way Mikel Arteta wants him to play, or maybe just the players around him are not his taste, or what will really help him out? Just shed a light on that, Matty, man. Talk to us.
Can you share my screen, Tony? Is it possible for you to share?
Yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely.
Look at the look on this man's face right there. At what point does this brother think he was going to get the ball? What point did he think he was going to get the ball there? Now I'm a big Declan Rice supporter, but he cost us this game on Sunday.
He did.
He acting like an absolute.
He knows that's why he apologized.
Yeah, an absolute jackass on Saturday, out there, as Jez would say, giving it the big large. He did not have to tackle this man like this. Because like I said, look at that. He knew he wasn't getting to the ball. You could just look at that and tell he knew he was done. I'm not gonna get to that, but I'm gonna leave a message. And then the second half against Veltman, the ball he rolling, and everybody keep going on about the ball rolling and all this stuff. Why even engage? Why even engage? All you gotta do, just keep walking, bro. If you'd have kept walking and the dude would have kicked you,
Yeah.
if he would, instead of walking straight, would have walked to the left and the dude would have came over and kicked him, that's a red card on Veltman. He out of there. But instead, he wanted to try to go, oh, it rolls off of me. I'm gonna kick it out of bounds. Knowing we got imbeciles as referees in the Premier League. There was a reason there was no Premier League referees in the 2 World Cups ago. Y'all remember that? There was no
Sure.
Premier League referees that year.
Sure.
There's a reason why.
Sure.
There's a reason why.
They
just
stink.
they stink. So we all know this. So I don't want to hear anything about these referees. We all know they stink. So you just better hope it work out for you when you got one. You just hope you're on the other side. In this case, this is if he would have walked away, that referee wouldn't have probably even came over there. Wouldn't even be bothered with it. But Declan Rice cost us that game, acting a complete imbecile. And then now we got to go into this game on Sunday against Spurs. And I'm gonna tell y'all like this: they are going to turn the heat up in midfield because they know that Jorginho tends to struggle with teams that move the ball quick. And Thomas Partey. Now, let's not forget. Now, Thomas Partey was sitting on the yellow too on Saturday, so
we need to be careful as well.
Yeah,
he needs to be careful.
Yeah, he, you know, and Tony, let me bring this up. Now that we talking about yellow cards, Tony, we can't afford these jokers getting 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 yellow cards sitting out these games this year. We can't afford it because of the schedule. We cannot afford
the schedule, man.
Yeah, we can't afford it. People getting yellow cards all over the place, you know. And then let me bring this up too. This manager seems to have forgotten that he came out and called out the Premier League refs after Newcastle last year.
True fact.
And do you think that they went down to the dossier and they say, we're gonna make sure we keep an eye on this Arteta, and we're gonna show him who's the boss?
Who's the boss?
Who's the boss? We're gonna show him who's the boss. And if they think we're gonna get these calls, shout out to Brother Kenny. If they think that we're gonna get the calls like we did last year before last, and all that, that's over. We're not getting calls this year. We're not getting anything.
We're not getting calls this year.
No, we're not getting anything. And Tony, another thing, Tony. The book is out on Arsenal, how to beat Arsenal. Newcastle showed everybody last year. We're gonna muscle you off the ball. We're gonna muscle you off the ball. We're gonna make it hard. We're gonna stifle soccer. We're gonna make somebody else
double up on it.
Double up, you know, triple up
on the wingers.
Yep. We'll punch and kick, and they're gonna it's gonna be a romper room. And then now you got to go against these teams. Now Spurs is licking their wounds. So they're going to be coming to this game. We got to win this game. It's a must win for them.
It's a must win now. You can't drop points with it. You can't drop points with, you know, in this kind of games.
No,
I mean, it's evident that you need over 90 points to
win. I predict this game
to at least win.
I predict this game.
I don't think a draw is good for either team.
Somebody's getting a red card this game.
A draw is not good for either team.
Yeah, there's going to be a red card given out on this Spurs game because the stakes are high. Both teams need to win.
I can see tackles as well. A lot of tackles in this derby. Red cards as well.
Yeah, and so I see Arsenal getting a red card. I'm sorry, man, because
I think we'll probably lose the game. I think we'll lose.
Jorginho will be too slow. There'll be lots of mistakes.
I think a draw. I think it's going to be 2-2 draw. That's what I think. A 2-2 draw.
I think we'll lose, but I'm going to probably go 2-1 Tottenham, unfortunately. I think we'll lose the game, man.
Yeah, I think 2-2. I still say 2-2. I think we're going to lose. I think it's a 2-2 draw, and then I think we're going to lose the City game.
Man City away, lost. That would be, I probably say 3-1 Man City.
Yeah, I'd say probably 4-2. I'd say 4-1, 4-2.
We're going to get battered, bruv. That game, we are going to get battered. Like, we're going to lose. We'll probably beat Leicester. Leicester are awful. I think we'll beat Leicester because they.
You sure about that? Because Vardy seemed to have our number every time he deal with it. They're gonna go straight back down. Leicester have not been oppressive. We're at home as well. I expect us to beat Leicester. I think we'll beat them 2-1. City is
2-1. We'll lose. We'll lose.
Matty,
Derby
remember the last time
I
you
think we'll
did
lose
that?
both
Remember
games.
the last time you did that? Remember the last time you did that, man? What happened?
Because
We drew,
you know what,
and
yeah?
you were raising hell. That's what happened. We drew and you were raising hell. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Because you know, if we lose both games, you know we'll be 8 points behind Man City if we lose both games. We're 8 points behind them. It's not looking good for us.
Tommy, you know what the magic number is this year? You know, I told y'all the magic number is 9 to 12 points. If we drop 9 to 12 points, you can pack it up and get prepared to try to go win something else because we ain't winning no title.
Yeah, exactly. Just back it up.
He better take the cup competition seriously. He has to. The Champions League, I'm expecting semi-finals. We're not good enough. We're not good enough to win the Champions League.
Sing to the choir. You think this manager? Sing to the choir. You think this manager is going to take up game seriously? Tommy sing. Are you living in cuckoo land? What land are you living?
If we don't win
cup game seriously,
Tommy, based on anything, he has to be sacked.
Are we drunk?
Based on this team, based on the way this team is set up, Tommy, we not serious. We not ready for no cup competition.
And he has to be sacked. I'm sorry, it has to be sacked.
We're not.
It has to be sacked.
And I'm in agreement with you, by the way. I'm in agreement with you, by the way. Hey, I'm in agreement with you, by the way, Tommy. He has to be sacked. No, I said no. If we don't have any,
you can't spend 700 million and have one FA Cup in 5 years. That's unacceptable. We have to. This is Arsenal Football Club, 20 years without a title. We've never won the Champions League. People say, we're not going to get anyone. Yes, we're not going to get Carlo. Why would Carlo leave us for Roma? Why Carlo's going to be thinking, why would I leave this team for Arsenal who don't win the Champions League? We're not going to get Inzaghi. He signed a new contract with Inter Milan, Simeone, Nagelsmann, Germany. I don't know. Ruben Amorim. I don't know. We have to beg Ruben Amorim. Zidane's going to get the France job. Tuchel's not going to be waiting. This is the thing. We're not going to get Zidane because he wants the France job. Like, why would Zidane come to us anyways? His wife doesn't want to move to England. He doesn't want to move to England either. Why would he come to us anyway? Zidane.
Matty, you wanted to come in. You wanted to say something, Matty.
I just gonna tell you like this. It's gonna be a long, hard season this year. It's gonna be It's gonna be a tough season this year.
We're gonna finish third and win nothing again. We're gonna finish third.
Liverpool will finish 2012 all over again. 2012. It's gonna be like one of the seasons when we out of it and we about 12 points off the other team. We're about 12 points off, and all you can do is just watch the season on close up. And we're gonna lose players next year, by the way. Next summer, we're gonna lose about 2 players.
Saliba will go. Saka will go. If we don't start winning, we will lose players. It's gonna be the Van Persies, the Nasris, the Adebayos, the Kalichis. It's gonna be the same old shit again. It's gonna be the Van Persies and the Nasris. It's gonna be the same old rubbish.
See, guys, we have a cap. We have a cap for the show, and we've reached that ceiling, man. See, we'll continue this another day, because Matty have some stuff to go do.
All right, man. I'm gonna go have dinner in it. So yeah,
it'd be nice to keep the guys for too late. Even me too, I'm just coming back, from my second job. So
I gotta go have dinner in it.
Okay, yeah, exactly. But again, your footnotes, give us a summary of the whole thing, man. Tommy, and your closing statement.
I think, if we don't start winning trophies, I think Arteta he should hand his P45 and just piss off. Just piss off, because you can't spend 700 million and have one FA Cup in 5 years. It's unacceptable. But people are going to say, oh, this guy's negative. He's not happy. Say what you fucking want about me. I don't care. I'm 30 next month, mate. I'm 30 next month. Say what you want about me. Call me negative. I don't care. I'm not going to be happy. I'm not going to be celebrating second places. That's loser mentality. People who celebrate second places, you're all losers. You're frauds. You're losers. And I'll be coming for you lot when I've been proving these morons right, that Mikel Arteta has to be sacked because this is unacceptable. Not getting Sterling is criminal. I never rated Sterling. He's a fraud, bro. I never rated Sterling. And you know what? Yeah, these losers can call me pessimistic. I don't give a damn, but this is not good enough. We're gonna finish third. and we're going to
Well,
give this manager.
let's give Sterling a chance, man. Come on, man. Don't be too brutal like that.
Not for me, man. I'm sorry, bro. Nah.
Let him get his shot. Let him get his shot. Come on, man. Sometimes
bro,
we just need to be fair. Yeah,
bro,
I know that signing is a
he's
joke, but
he's not
still,
good enough, man.
Martinelli has been dishing out stinkers, and no one cares. You know, no one is talking about it.
I get Martinelli's been bad, yeah, but Martinelli's
no one is talking about him.
Better than Sterling. No, I've criticized Martinelli. I've criticized Mr. Martinelli. I've criticized Mr. Martinelli. I'm not giving him a free pass.
Have you seen Gabriel Martinelli's body language? Have you seen the way he acts? If he doesn't get things go his way,
dreadful, man.
Do you see any remorse? No. I see a big chip on his shoulder, like I'm an untouchable in this
team. Exactly, bro, man. Like it's just unacceptable, man.
There's no remorse. So I really do think that Sterling, a new football club, a new top 4 side, he knows this is his last chance before he sails off to the sunset or go to Saudi Arabia and get the last before it goes away. So he would like to keep it in, within the league itself. He might not want to go to Saudi Arabia because he's already earning Saudi Arabia money. So, this would be a new lease of life for him. And with the stinkers, Jesus Christ, that Martinelli has been dishing out down there, yeah.
Yeah,
if Sterling puts in the work, he can get something going. So I want to be fair with him. He hasn't played a game for Arsenal. Let's be fair with him.
I get that. I'll give him a chance.
We've made a mistake in that signing. I do agree. It's a shitty signing. I do agree. But we still have to see him on an Arsenal shirt before we actually even critique him in any way.
I'm not gonna critique the man because I know what it is, Tony. I know what it is. It is Edu use a human shield, as I will keep calling it, the human shield.
Human shield.
And that's all it is he's using this young man as a human shield. And we tossed him a lifeline because he wasn't going nowhere. He was going to be banished to the wasteland of Chelsea. So we gave him a lifeline, and he came on over. I hope he can do something, man. But like I said, if he don't, I'm going to smoke Edu. I'm going to stay on him. The same way Darren Sullivan stay on Arteta is the same way I'm going to stay on Edu this year. It's time for Edu to go. I am sick of it. I am sick of him. And I cannot wait to see him out of this club. As for this season, it's like I stated earlier, it's just going to be a tough season. People have to just come to grasp with it. And we're going to look good at times this year. We're going to win 2 or 3, 4 games in a row, and it's going to look like all is well. But then the wheels are going to come back off, and it's going to be like that all year, roller coaster ride all year, back and forth, up and down, back and forth, up and down, up and down. What you saw on last Saturday is a snapshot of what about 30 to 40% of this season going to look like. So just get ready.
Yeah.
See ya, guys. Marty, the second henchman, has already said it. Just watch what happens. He thinks that this is going to be a calamity. You guys know me, I'll hang on to any kind of positivity I can get. But guys, yeah, it's looking bleak, man. It's looking bleak. With that disgrace.
Yeah.
See, me and Marty for the past 2 seasons, because I met Marty 2 years ago. From there, me and I have become friends. And of course, we love Arsenal. We've been doing transfer window shows for the past 2 seasons. Me and Marty, to be very sincere with you, because Marty at times could just, pop up with something and say, hey, Tony, my man, let's do a show. Let's do a transfer window show. You know what? Yeah, Marty did not even waste time in the summer transfer window.
Tell the truth. This is the first show we've done all summer.
He didn't even ask me. He didn't even blink. It just disappeared, poof, into thin air. Like he wants no part in it, because look at the signings, man. It's underwhelming, man. And again, that was the right call because it was a joke. No striker. Me and him didn't even talk about even doing a transfer window show. It's that shocking. Even Gary, I wanted Gary. Oh my God. Gary that used to be interested in doing all this transfer window, he's nowhere to be found. I mean, shout out to Gary. He must be doing one or two shows here and there, but or maybe he's quite busy. But again, man, that tells you, you know, that tells you what it is, the status quo.
I'm not gonna
We're
waste
in
my
deep
time talking
trouble.
about. Yeah, I'm not gonna go waste my time
Exactly,
talking
man.
about
We're in deep
this. Yeah,
trouble. No
yeah.
strikers. No one to come and help out in the middle of the park if or the guard goes rogue. Left hand side is in shambles. I mean, not good enough. Matty, what do you have coming up, man?
Tomorrow, I will be locked in with the brother Lion Tex.
Land
We're gonna
Tech.
yeah we're gonna
Yeah,
start
brother.
doing a monthly show, and
Mm.
we're gonna talk. I
Like
know he
one.
got one or two things to say about this fiasco, so we'll be talking about more about this fiasco and going into the
Mm.
Spurs game. So we'll be hitting it hard tomorrow. So make sure y'all check it out. We'll probably be on about this time tomorrow. So
Yeah.
y'all stay locked in.
Yeah,
Make sure y'all
guys, you have to
subscribe
stay
to my boy
locked in
Tony
for that
Clark
one.
Gunner, man. Make sure y'all
Yeah,
subscribe to
thanks.
brother man Tony.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, guys. Guys, remember to subscribe to the channel. Thomas Sabia, my friend too. This is my brother too. So, Thomas, what do you have coming up? Any concerts coming up? Because I always know that you always love these concerts and all this
Ah,
stuff going
I
on,
don't
man.
know yet, man. I'm just busy, just a busy man, but I don't know yet, bro, man. We'll see what happens. But
Yeah.
like I said, yeah, subscribe to Tony, good guy, got good football knowledge. He's a good YouTuber as well. And one more thing, like we need to win something, otherwise, bye bye, Mikel. Enough is enough. I think we're gonna finish third, so it is what it is.
Enough is enough,
Man
Thomas
City will win.
Sabia.
Man City will win the league again. The league is farmers, bro. It's a farmers league, man. They're gonna do 5 in a row.
See, yeah, guys. Big ups to everyone who joined us on this show. Ross, the assembled, Aragunguna, he gifted us about 20. Yeah, 20 guys.
OG.
20 memberships. OG. That's a real one down there, yeah. Everyone who showed up for me today, thank you. Subscribe to the Southern Goodness channel when you pop up, when this pops up on your, on your YouTube timeline. Show Thomas Sabia some love on Instagram as Thomas Sabia, and I'll bring the band together. And of course, Tommy will join us, once sparingly once in a while on the channel as a personal friend. So big
Yeah,
ups
yeah, yeah.
from me, Marty,
Big
Thomas
ups.
Sabia. We are